Hello, race fans. Welcome to the opening race of the Season 4 playoffs. We are here in Paper Valley Speedway, north of the border. Here for what will be the one and only road course race in the season. It's the Metro 475. Here, we're going playoff racing. It's race number 6 of Season 4. On pole, Chris Buescher with AJ Allmendinger, Austin Cindric, and Alex Bowman. Ryan Blaney, a playoff driver. Denny Hamlin, not. Austin Dillon, next to Christopher Bell. Row number 4, no playoff drivers, but Kyle Busch and Tyler Reddick. Playoff drivers will be highlighted in yellow. Chris Buescher's in that brand new paint scheme. But first, let's look at our playoff drivers. AJ Allmendinger, Cog Motorsports. Next up was Alex Bowman. He's got one win. He started off at where we'll be going next week. And then we'll head over to Ryan Blaney. He's also won this season. He's looking to capitalize and have a great rest of the year. Next up, season number 2 champion Kyle Busch. Richard Childress Racing did pretty good. Not the best last year, but he's looking to get better. Next up, that 9 of Chase Elliott. He's looking to use his road course experience to pull off and maybe get a win to defend his title. Joey Logano, 4th full-time season in the NAAR Cup Series. He's looking to gain some points, maybe get a run at the Cup. Up next, we're going to Kyle Larson. Truex is there, but Kyle Larson, deep in the field. He's been here since the start. You see 2 Fords at the back. They've had engine issues, but we're going to head it down to our honorary Grand Marshal and pace car driver, Bryce Lamb. Take it away, Bryce.
For all the fans in the crowd, may I have your attention, please? Let's get this race started. Drivers, start your engines.
Cars are rolling off. You see everybody filing down. Chase Elliott there with Bubba Wallace. As we know, it's the Metro 475. It's one of the toughest tracks on the planet that we race on. I should say better. But real quick, before we get it going, we're going to look at our Little Caesars track preview. This is a 8-turn track, about 2 miles. But we're going to look at the chicane, 6, 7, and 8. It's where the hill restart is, too. You either go straight if you miss the turn, or you restart the race. Next up, we're going to go all the way to the other side. Turn 2. It's a high banked racetrack with multiple grooves of racing. Should create some extra chaos and extra fun in this event. Just down to that in 3 and 4. There's some new asphalt. Maybe you're a year old, but it's still very, very grippy. Drivers are going to be looking for that for extra grip to make more passes in turn 5. That's our Little Caesars track preview. Something else we also need to do is look at our points standings. Kyle Busch has a points lead with 110, or I should say 1,010 points. With being regular season champ, Bowman has 5 extra points for being in second. Everyone else is tied until you get to 9th, where Priest is not even close. And shuffling down, someone who's looking for a good run, that is going to be Denny Hamlin. He's starting near the front. He's looking to at least get 1 point on the board. You never know what your season can change, even if you're not in the playoffs. But now the pace car is pulled off. We're green in Paper Valley. Busher leads into turn number 1. Allmendinger's going to file in behind. So Field makes her way through up onto the banks. Everybody keeping it clean until it's wrecking the back. Playoff driver Truex is in it. Busher leads. Bowman looking on the outside. Doing around 2. The 2 cars, Truex and Byron, getting going. But chaos on the first lap, and we're still wrecking. Jones is going to miss it. He's going to go into the chicane. Stop and go. We're all good. 3 wide behind. Logano's around. Backs it in the wall hard. He's going to get it going. No yellow. We say green. Let's take a look at that. Chaos in the first 2 laps. It's pretty even off the start, but normally the leader will file. There'll be single file for the top spot after, but Stenhouse and Byron, we know what that rivalry has. And then right here, 3 wide does not work. Sometimes it does, but sometimes it doesn't. That's the case of it not. You see Bowman just scooting around. And it looks like right there, Jones tried to get to the outside with Stenhouse being on the outside of him. And then here, I think same thing, Logano tried to come down. You see everybody going through the grass. McDowell has gained a ton of positions off the start from all this chaos. Remember, he had an engine go up in smoke. He had to start rear of the field. I don't think he had too much damage. But we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, did you see Bowman just dirt tracking it? But yeah, everything looks fine there. No, Jones is okay. And here, yeah. But, you just see how much grass gets kicked up because of that. You don't want to get any of that on the grill. If you cut back, Busher has lost a ton of ground. He has got something wrong. Oh, up in smoke goes the engine. There's another Ford driver with the engine going. Caution is out. Busher has his engine go up in smoke, and his hopes of winning are dashed. We're going to take a look at the replay. You see he had fallen back a lot, and then, yep, you can see his displeasure right there in that radio message. Not happy for what came of that. He was looking to be good, and then all of a sudden he fell back to 5th, and then kaput goes the engine. But that's exactly the same thing we saw yesterday with McDowell. McDowell had balloon engine. This time it didn't catch fire, but his went up in flames as well. But looks like a lot of people took to the runoff area and the restart zone to avoid maybe spinning in that oil and getting in the oil. You see Hocevar just turns to the right just to avoid all of that smoke and oil. It's going to need extensive cleanup on this one. But, I don't know what happened. What's up with these Ford motors, but they just cannot hold on around this racetrack. But smart of him to pull away when he did. We're going to take a look at yesterday in practice. You see Michael McDowell going through turn one, and you see the engine go up in flames and smoke. Kozlowski had spun behind. Reddick luckily avoided damage, but had to come to a halt. Same with Larson. That was just chaos, but we're going back to green. Revamp time. Allmendinger with a good start on the outside. He's going to file in just in front of Bowman. A little bit of contact. You see big stack up in the back. Everybody gets away from that. Riding off the bank side by side for third. Allmendinger with a huge lead. Around the final corner. Into the chicane. Through the speedy dry. Nothing to do. Checkered flag as there's a huge wreck behind. I think we saw something happen between... We remember Byron and Stenhouse earlier. We've known they've had a rivalry forever. And I think it came back to bite. You see, it started on this bad restart. They got all stacked up. But Bowman had to get big checkup off one. Hamlin cleared. Blaney got her and through the speedy dry they win. Yet Byron just dumped him. Now it's a whole track blocker game from that. Did you see Bowman sideways on that restart? Holy moly. I thought this was sideways for Allmendinger. But yeah, it looks like Larson maybe got checked up. Dillon got a lot of damage from that. Dashing down the banks. You also see how much dirt is kicked up right there as well. And off to the left side of the track. But one thing you don't want to do is lose the race just going through there. But you see, Gibbs got into the tires. So it looks like Suarez was able to back away from that. But absolute carnage in the back, just like we saw last year. Remember, Tyler Gibson went barrel rolling last year here on the final lap with, I believe, Austin Dillon. No, that was not Dillon. But luckily, we kept everyone on the ground. You see Larson spun, but that was just a track blocker at that point. This is the start of the race. We're going to go back to look at that a bit better. This can also explain what happened between Byron and Stenhouse, sorry. See, Byron, I don't know. That's hard to tell. And here, Dillon, just 3 wide, got clipped. Just barely tapped the tires, but I don't know how much that could have easily ended his day. Yeah, but right there, you see Jones try to squeeze up to the outside. Didn't have the room. Same here with Logano. Tried to get down. No room. Had a car under him. And then just whipped it around and got back going. Yeah, Stenhouse was there. And Byron cut down. And a shame it collected Truex because he's going to have to claw a long way to get back in the hopes to get a title. Yeah, I don't see any fault right there for Stenhouse. But tempers can flare. We know that. We definitely saw that here. We don't know Logano, another playoff driver. Tons of playoff drivers have horrible days. Logano, he wants a good day. He's one of the drivers who had tied in on points. Look here, full time. But traditionally, for the lead, first and second just get minor P's and Q's on the restarts and a race start. And I believe that's what we saw here. But everyone is dashing down the banking. And that could have easily collected Kyle Busch in that. He was on the very inside of that Austin Dillon tangle. And he could have easily been spun. And right here, someone could have easily been collected, but everyone got it going until here. And that was, heavy damage. Surprised he could keep that going for as long as he did. But we're going to head over to the Craftsman Burnout Cam for AJ Allmendinger getting his first career win. But before we go, we got to look at our point standings. Allmendinger now takes the lead over Bowman and Blaney. Busch barely loses 3 positions. So did Elliott, Logano, and Larson, and Truex. They all lost a lot of positions, but no points gained. You see the big jumper, Austin Cindric, gaining 5 positions because of that whole ordeal, and that really can help him. Also, Denny Hamlin, +6. Bubba Wallace, -2. Christopher Bell got good points. But we got 2 races left. Let's see who hunted the cup.